Hi, this is Lil Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Dishonored Blind. I guess it's already the top floor, and this is the greenhouse, so I guess this must be Sokolov himself.
Near the home of Anton Sokolov, head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. Any personnel in the area are ordered to take all measures to protect Sokolov.
Wait. Stand playing up.
I'll just barge in, and I guess maybe I'll manage to talk to him before I have to subdue him. But if I have to, you know, it's supposed. I think it's going to be easy enough.
I now turn my energies to formula a heat therapy, which came to me most vividly in a dream last night. Heat potential, according to the latest celestial alignment. As for test subject 312, after the characteristic sloughing of the skin, she should be dead by mid-morning tomorrow.
Please, sir. Please let me go.
Ah, awake, I see. How are you feeling?
Much worse. Do I have the plague? Please, sir. I don't want to die.
Hush now. No one's going to die. You are much improved, number 312. The formula I administered to you is working exactly as it should. I cannot let you go yet, because I have not finished with my study. But tomorrow will make all the difference.
Really? You'll release me tomorrow? I'm not gonna die.
Yes. Tomorrow, I will have the guards remove you from this cell. Late morning, perhaps.
But the pain! Can't you give me something for the pain?
I do have many pain remedies, yes, but alas, I cannot give you any. They could interfere with my research. You should thank me. Soon we will have a cure for this terrible disease, thanks to all my hard work and dedication.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I'll reveal myself to him to see if he's.
What? How did you get past all the guards? Your tattoo is quite unusual. It is reminiscent of markings I've studied on cave walls far from the city. Who sent you? Piero? That jealous fool. There's no need to be his laphound. You and I can come to an agreement. One that I'm sure will please you more than anything Piero dreamed up. I can't say I'm surprised. I knew someone would come eventually. But you're not what I expected. There's no need for violence. We can be great friends, you and I. Will you join me and drink? Sit and talk a while. Come, we'll discuss your future. Money, women, whatever you want. There is much to learn from the stars for those fluent in their tongue. I could consult my astronomical charts. Is there no reasoning with you? Before you do anything rash, I think we can come to an agreement. It doesn't matter who sent you. Whatever they are paying you, I will double it, triple it. No? Well, money is not the only thing I have in abundance. Perhaps there are other rewards you seek. I see you are a determined man. Is there nothing I can offer you? Sir? Who are you? What is it you want? Money? Elixir against the plague? I don't know how you got past all the defenses, but I think I can assume if you wanted me dead, well, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Everything within my power to give you is yours. If you'll just let me go. I can see you are an intelligent man, so you understand there will be repercussions if you should harm me. I am the royal physician, head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. Stay back! Have you no heart? Please! Damn it! Someone help!
Okay, that's his key that I can use to loot the thingamajig on the lower floor. I'll do that. I shouldn't, you know, if I really was in this situation, I know I shouldn't be leaving him, but I don't think he's going to wake up.
I hear you, bastard.
What? I guess the game spawned new guards to make my escape more difficult. Can I...
Sokolov sees the captain of the helm and the tusked leviathan. What do you see in stars?
I wonder if he will... if the heart is going to tell me things when Sokolov's unconscious.
The dew of Panacea has come to the sea. I smell bones
Nope.
in the pylons, blood beneath the stone locks, and I building a structure.
As requested, this is a sample of the black market elixir we believe to be coming from one of the abandoned distilleries. No doubt it's inferior to your formula or even to Piero's remedy, but people are desperate. We have not been able to identify the additional ingredients. Perhaps you will have better luck. Some men of the watch claim, when pressed, to have purchased and used this stuff from time to time, since it's cheaper than either of the popular brands. None of them report any illness and complications, so while it might not protect from the plague as well, it doesn't seem harmful.
Sokolov here. Excellent progress today. Test subject 312 is declining rapidly. As I theorized, formulas 12 and 17, administered in combination, greatly accelerated the progression of the disease. Interestingly, the respiratory mucosa had erupted and raised pustules, grayish in color, which burst, causing hemorrhaging and pain. I now turn my hopes and energies to Formula 25, which, in conjunction with a high heat therapy, which came to me most vividly in a dream last night, has great potential, according to the latest celestial alignment. As for test subject 312, after the characteristic sloughing of the skin, she should be dead by mid-morning tomorrow.
Leave me be. I don't have anything to take. Oh, please, no more.
You will release her, even though I understand from a strictly utilitarian point of view, it's probably not the best idea because she's ill with the plague, for one, and also potentially with some other things that he has given her, but, you know, it's...
Thank you, whoever you are. He kept me in a cage, like an animal. The pain is horrible right now, so I'll just hide in a corner and leave when I'm feeling better.
Yeah, supposedly she's going to die by noon tomorrow anyway, so at the very least she can enjoy the feeling of not being caged. And you are coming with me. Now I wonder if I can climb down the chain with Sokolov on my other hand. The answer is no. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I'll have to circumvent the guards somehow then. Although, maybe I would survive dropping from here. Can I blink with him? I can. Interesting. And pretty useful. What? How do I... Ah, right. Samuel is on this map, actually. Right underneath here.
Can't stay hidden forever. I know you're somewhere around.
Attention, all members of the City Watch.
The royal physician himself. He made a neat job of it. Drop him here and
the
we'll be
home
off.
of Anton Sokolov, head of the Academy of
Yes, let's go.
Philosophy.
Didn't kill anyone, found all of the runes, most-ish of the gold. I am satisfied. I am satisfied with this. The royal physician Anton Sokolov is now in the custody of the loyalists. Through Sokolov, it will be possible to strike directly at those closest to the Lord Regent. How cooperative will the most brilliant man in the Empire be? He must be swayed or coerced into telling what he knows.
They set up a cell for Sokolov in the old kennel. Shackles and everything. It'll be a shock, him waking up in the straw and old dog poop. But from what I hear, he's woken up worse places. Guess we all have at that.
Well done, Corvo. Well done. I doubt a dozen soldiers could have done it better. Sokolov's knowledge will enable us to strike at the Lord Regent directly, and ultimately help you get your life back. Soon, we won't have to hide in the shadows. The royal physician is brilliant, but he was a fool to protect the Lord Regent. Sokolov gave us the elixir, the war machines. He could have made us a great nation. Now he pays the price for siding with a tyrant. You have my thanks, sir. If you wish to get some sleep, now is a good time.
Yeah, I'll go around talking to people.
I hope they don't have to hurt him. He's done some good in his time. Made that elixir against the plague, he did. Clever man, Sokolov. Look what it led him to.
There's a bone charm that has appeared.
I'm working
Don't
on
worry.
a new
We won't start the interrogation without you.
Absolutely.
Give me a length of rope and a bucket of seawater. That's all I need to break a man.
Following the track.
The royal physician has a subtle mind. He may attempt to trick us. He's only a natural philosopher. How tough could he be? Good work, Corvo. Get some rest and we'll take a crack at him tomorrow.
Lord Pendleton has departed for the evening to attend to matters at the manor. It concerns the departure of his brothers. I'm sure you understand. I want you to know I understand your actions with regards to Custis and Morgan. They were horrible men. Lord Pendleton shares little with his brothers, other than name. The stories I could tell you about what my lord's older brothers did to some of the staff, especially the maids. It's beyond my station, but I must say they were beasts, dressed as nobles. Lord Pendleton will return on the morrow.
Corvo, can I tell you something? I have a secret retreat nearby that may come in handy if the city watch ever kicks in the doors. It's an abandoned apartment across the street from the bar. I don't think anyone else here knows about it, but I'm guessing I can trust you. The key is stashed under my bunk upstairs. If there's ever trouble, you can go there for safety. I know I will. Yes, Mr. Corvo. I'll make sure your quarters are clean, sir. So much dust. It must blow down from the upper city.
Okay, I'll get some upgrades.
Now that we have Sokolov as a
It's
guest,
not how I do it.
ask him how he deluded the Academy into making him royal physician. Ask him how he stole my elixir formula. Will you do that for me? Normally, I'm a natural philosopher, but today, consider me a humble craftsman here to serve.
Yeah, boot stealth 1. I am very much interested in that. Reduced footstep sounds. Sure. Further reduced footstep sounds. Sure again. Yeah, the problem is that the rest of the upgrades are kind of pointless for my chosen career path.
Restless hands do no good, they say.
La di da di da di da, la di da di da, la di da di da, di da da da, la di da da da. Oh, how do you do, sir? Ah, I apologize for my state. I could use a long soak in the bath. So relaxing. What a treat that would be, hmm? You're a bold one, Master Corvo, snatching the royal physician like that. That poor man. I hope you won't be too rough with him.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. You are required to boil any water from public fountains or the river. Anyone who has consumed untreated water must be reported to the watch.
The royal physician is badly shaken up. I'll have the servants see to his new quarters. Take a night's rest, and then you can help interrogate him.
Where do I find a good meal around here? If you think prison food's bad, you should see what the Abbey serves its captives. I think the overseers make it themselves. I wonder what Piero thinks of our guest. I still wake up thinking I'm in the stocks.
The Pendleton vote. But first, entry number 4. He's returning now with Anton Sokolov over his shoulder. Simply amazing. Not only can Corvo project lethal force, but he can do an extraction that I didn't think possible. And soon the two greatest minds of the Empire will be here together. If I could get these rivals to cooperate, they could create weapons and tools of unimaginable power. If I could command both of them... well, I'll wait and measure their disposition towards one another before following that line of thinking. Have a look. Bravo, sir. The Lord Regent is furious about losing the most recent vote at Parliament. He was counting on the support of the Pendleton family and expected limited resistance. Just as you said it would, losing the Pendleton voting bloc has really slowed him down. And since the Lord Regent's defense budget failed as well, he's getting desperate financially. It seems that most of the coin he's using to keep the city watch is coming from a close ally. We suspect it's a powerful noblewoman who is perhaps his mistress. I'll try to dig up more information, as we know if the watch doesn't get paid in coin and in elixir, their loyalty will start to crumble. Your adrenaline takes slightly longer to cool down. Yeah, again, that's kind of useless to me. To old Dunwall's sewer. Interesting. Okay, I guess I'll go to sleep now.
You were making funny faces while you were sleeping. I decided to nap here in your room while Callista was taking her bath. She told me if there's ever trouble, I should always run here. Callista will come get me when she's done with her bath. Thanks, Corvo. It makes me feel better.
Now, is Piero perving on her by any chance? Because it was stated that he does that. So, oh yes, he is. what a bastard! I wonder if I can, like, get him, you know, revealed.
Well, Mr. Sokolov has certainly recovered. A good night's sleep has left him with an appetite.
High Overseer, let us all praise their choice. The dance of investing.
I know it looks... I was inventing a new kind of lock. The tumblers, shaped like snowflakes. The truth is, there is no snowflake lock. I was just, you know, looking through the lock.
Yeah, I'd rather you wouldn't do that. That's creepy and wrong.
I couldn't bear it if she knew. I know you're a man of honor, and I also know that you can kill me at any time. And for both of these reasons, I apologize and beg for your discretion.
No. Especially because it's not the first time.
You require my unique services? We can quickly return to my shop.
But I'm not going to barge in there to tell her that, because that would be a little counterproductive.
The young lady Emily was trying to sneak into your quarters while you slept, sir. I don't think she meant any harm. First you joined us, then Overseer Martin, then Lady Emily, and Mr. Sokolov. More dishes and laundry for me. At least make me feel safer. At one time, We used to have colorful bedding. Someone bleached it all trying to kill plague germs.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Be aware that looting of evacuated areas is a serious offense.
The High Overseer is supposed to be the most pious man in the Empire, living completely in alignment with the Seven Strictures and guiding the people in the religious faction towards spiritual health. Campbell was a farce. If not for all the blackmail material he accumulated, he'd have never been more than a lower-level initiate among Overseers. The Admiral Lord Pendleton and I have already begun using some of what we've learned from Campbell's Black Book, Corvo. You've given us powerful leverage to get the Overseers on our side. I can't thank you enough. I'll speak to you later. I've got to go through Campbell's journal again. It's incredible. A decade of secrets, betrayals, and observations. Now I understand how such a man rose to the top of the Abbey.
Attention Dunwall citizens. You are required to boil any water from public fountains.
Say what you will, the royal physician knows his wine. We must admire Lord Pendleton's composure in the face of his terrible loss.
I hope Sokolov will cooperate. I'd hope to have him paint my portrait again one day. Just me this time. It's not that I object to holding him hostage for a while, since he's been aiding the Lord Regent, but it's a shame. I always found him rather charming.
Anton Sokolov dined with us at the manor several years ago. He's both brilliant and disgusting. I doubt he has changed much.
Bringing in Sokolov was a stroke of genius. The Lord Regent's got the support of most of the noble families. Who knows what bullying he's done to bring them all in line. We need information to break his hold.
Royal Physician, I believe you and Corvo knew each other in former days. Unlike you, our friend Corvo knows what loyalty means.
Bah! I am loyal to my inner spirit. You are the one consorting with the most wanted man in the Empire.
It's my belief that Corvo was innocent in the death of the Empress, and the former spy master, or the Lord Regent, as he calls himself, is a ruthless tyrant bent on destroying this city, the heart of the Empire.
You are mistaken if you think there's love between me and our Lord Regent. But whatever you intend to do here, I assure you, I am beyond petty scare tactics.
If I don't scare you, Sokolov, perhaps these rats will. Even if they don't carry plague, I've heard of a swarm of rats stripping a child's body to the bone in half a minute. I've heard worse. How long do you think it'll be before you talk? Before you beg to talk?
Rats? Is that the company you keep now, Admiral?
It's the company you keep that interests us, Sokolov. We know you painted a portrait of the Lord Regent's mistress, the very aristocrat who is funding the military with her fortune. She is the key to the Lord Regent's control over the city, and we must have her name.
Sorry, Admiral. I cannot help you.
It's time to put him to the question. Whenever you're ready, Corvo. He can get us closer to the Lord Regent.
Okay, that's a scoreboard for the dogs, I guess.
You're part of this rabble, but I know you have your reasons.
Yes, he does. All we need is the name of the Lord Regent's mistress. It's very simple.
I elect not to tell you. You will have to force the words from me, and I warn you, my willpower is quite legendary.
I don't want to torture you. He said there is no particular love between him and the Lord Regent, so maybe I can entice him to tell us.
Curious strategy.
Of which I approve.
Talk to Piero and buy a bribe. Yeah, to be honest,
I'll leave it to you. But if you get tired of questioning Sokolov, I'll let you know that his taste for King Street brandy is legendary. I think Piero has a bottle. It might help persuade him. If not, well, call me if it gets entertaining. Bringing in Sokolov was a stroke of
Oh,
genius.
there's something here on the
The
roof.
Lord Regent's got the support of most
Just
of the
wire.
families.
To be honest, I don't have that much to spend the money on anyway. So even if it costs like $1,000, I don't particularly care.
It's well known that Sokolov is virtually addicted to a rare liquor called King Street Brandy. The taste is revolting, but I happen to have a bottle. However, I am reluctant to give it to you for Sokolov. It cost me quite a lot. It is very expensive stuff, a blend of rare Pendician spices and a drop of whale oil. Would you care to purchase it?
Well, that's ridiculously cheap, of course. Give it to me. I thought it's going to cost like $1,000.
Like King Street Brandy? I didn't know any more existed. It is an extraordinary gift. I see I'm dealing with men of taste. I can tell you this much. She was always referred to as Lady Boyle. I painted her to be sure, but I never saw her face or learned her first name. You see, I painted her from behind. I assure you, she still makes a striking portrait. But I do not know which Boyle she is. I was to be introduced to her at a masked ball in her honor this very night. But I will miss that party, it seems.
A masked ball at the Boyle estate. Tonight? The timing is perfect, Corvo. But the Boyles are wealthy and ruthless, so security will be very tight.
Of course, you already have a mask, don't you, Corvo?
He's right. You will be able to mingle with them once you're on the grounds. You'll have to find out which of the Boyle women is connected to the Lord Regent and take her out in whatever way you can devise. We're very close now. If you do this tonight, we'll be able to strike at the Lord Regent himself and put Emily on the throne. May the wind favor you.
I swear I never saw her face. Although I can vouch that her hindquarters are the finest in the city. And perhaps the Empire itself. I assume I will remain in this kennel for the duration of your little protest movement. I don't suppose you have anything to read. Wilmot's History of the Lesser Perversions, perhaps? You're mistaken if you think I care a fig for the Lord Regent. The man's neurotic. He's the source of most of our trouble, I suspect. You're a far more interesting person than I took you for, Corvo. One day we'll have quite a conversation. I never believed you were the one to strike down the Empress, Corvo. She cared for you greatly. But I suspect you'll be the man to put the next Empress on the throne.
Okay. I think I'm ready to go.
I hear you're off to the Boyles' little bash tonight. I have just a tiny favor I'd like to ask you. Could you give this note to Lord Shaw? You'll know him. A rather brusque man wearing a wolf's mask. In fact, he may be looking for me.
I knew Sokolov would see reason and tell us what we need to know. He never actually liked the Lord Regent.
I'll be sorry to miss the whole affair. But you know how it is. Top secret missions and all that.
It's rather important. I wouldn't trust anyone but you to deliver the message to Lord Shaw. The note is brief. But Lord Shaw will understand it. Watch yourself among the Lord Regent's noble bootlickers. I do hate to bother you with the matter of this message, but it's of importance. And you'll be able to handle it better than anyone else. I assure you.
Actually, do I have enough runes to buy this? Not quite. I need one more. Okay.
Have you ever been in a sea battle?
Of course.
Did you ever see pirates? And did you sink any?
Of course. Dozens. Oh, yes. But that's not for young girls to hear about.
will be Empress, won't I? And then I'll have to sink lots of enemy ships myself. And that's what Empresses do mostly, isn't it?
Of course.
I knew it! I read that some pirate ships have witches aboard that can cause storms and make whales do what they want. Is that true?
Yes. Mostly. Maybe we should be quiet now.
Very well. Everything was so fancy at the Golden Cat, but in a different way than the palace was fancy. The old Madame Prudence said that all the ladies are princesses and the men come to admire them. My doll, Mrs. Pilson, was there the day my mother died. We both saw it. I bet Mrs. Pilson would have liked it there. I hope she's safe, wherever she is. If I ever see my doll again, I'm going to declare a holiday across the Empire.
Okay, have a good day. I think I'm ready to leave.
The Boyle costume ball, huh? Well, that'll be fun, but not for everybody. You ready?
Yes. You've learned that the Lord Regent's strongest supporter is Lady Boyle. However, 3 women in the Boyle family are referred to as Lady Boyle. The wife of the late Lord Boyle and her sisters, Sokolov painted Lady Boyle from behind, used under unusual circumstances, and does not know which is actually the Lord Regent's ally. You're being sent to the posh Boyle estate on the night of a costume party in order to determine which Lady Boyle you must eliminate.
Regent's pulling out all the stops for the Boyle family. I didn't think there'd be tall boys patrolling here tonight. Watch yourself, Corvo. They don't fool around. The good news is, once you get to the party, that mask of yours will let you blend right in. Enjoy your evening out with the folk of quality. Better you than me.
I wonder, how do I eliminate those?
Clear the street. This area is restricted to invited guests only.
Okay, that was a mistake, actually. Well, not quite. The room is here, which is exactly what I wanted. I'll take stop time, which even the slowing of time was very fun to use and very powerful, like more than I gave it credit for initially. So I am curious to see what kind of usage can I get out of this. Now, it's probably going to be especially useful on like guards that are clumped together, because then I can slow time and just take all of them down. Although I do wonder, how do I take down one of those? Unknown assailant, enemy of the city of Dunwall. The offenses of this man... Ah, because someone has kidnapped Sokolov and they don't know it was me. For the wanted for the abduction of Anton Sokolov.
river rushed in when the barrier broke. The whole district went dark. I will be glad to rest. At the Academy, they cut the flesh of the dead and trap the lightning from the sky. Why am I so cold? The great ships have stopped bringing their hulls. What have they done to me? My father had golden hair. My mother, hair like ash.
This place gives me the creeps. Didn't old Granny Rags used to live right here?
Who? That crazy old lady?
They say she used to be a noblewoman until her whole family died off. They say she sold them to the outsider.
How about this? You do your damn job, and I'll watch out for scary old ladies.
What in the... Somebody, please! I need help!
Okay, that didn't quite work. Okay. I wonder if this is cool. Okay. I cannot bring this guy down with a...
I'll watch out for scary old ladies.
with a sleeping dart.
What have
Oh,
you seen?
great.
Someone get over here! Someone, please!
Someone get help!
So I do wonder, how do I take down those big ones? Esma Boyle is a ratting hound. Dreary. You wanted me to decide, you asked me to do it. There is a hole in the world. That's quite a decomposed corpse. You move slightly faster when carrying corpses. Not that useful. I can't trust him. You can't love what you don't trust. That's the song the birdies sing when the weather turns cold and forces them out of the nice little homes they built. Nice homes spoiled and ruined, useless now. So the birdies hate the weather that betrayed them. They fly away to look for new homes that aren't so cold and dreary. I'm leaving too. My valise is packed. So dreary everywhere I look. They can't bear it anymore. Okay, I wasn't expecting them. Which maybe I should have. Okay, there's another shrine to the outsider.
Going to a party, Corvo? Is that what you dreamed of? All those months in Coldridge Prison while waiting for the executioner? Wealth, beautiful women in the latest fashions, laughing and drinking Tivian wine? And what of the host, Lady Boyle? I can see all her tomorrows, and I know that either she dies tonight at your hand, or she'll live out her days, month after month, year after year, far away, even as her fine clothes wear into tatters and her silken hair gets dull and gray. Half the city can see the lights from the party, and they dream of the delights inside. Will you tear it all to pieces? Either way, it's Lady Boyle's last party.
Okay, possession costs 3. I could go for upgraded vitality. But to be honest, when I'm getting hit, it's already, you know, the situation already sucks pretty hard.
That's a crime?
Wait for it. A couple of overseers were passing and they had one of their, you know.
The music boxes.
So she stopped singing as they passed
And they thought she was a witch.
You should have seen it. Ran right through the rose bushes and tackled her. Dragged her back to that abbey.
And they call us stupid.
We had to get a notarized letter from the regent himself to get her back. But she hasn't been the same since.
I'm not surprised. I've heard stories.
She won't talk about it. One of these days I'm going to take one of those zealots apart myself.
I'll be right behind you.
Okay, that was kind of funny to me.
One of these days I'm going to take one of those zealots apart myself.
I'll be right behind you.
The Estate District. Home to the most powerful families in Dunwall, the Estate District has been a jewel in the city's crown for generations. No districts enjoy finer restaurants or cultural events, and no families inspire more admiration or more gossip than the lords and ladies of the Estate District. The late Lord Boyle and his lovely wife perhaps best epitomize the privileged class of citizens. Their annual costume ball is the talk of high society, creating ripples throughout Dunwall when one family or another is excluded from the guest list. But it's not all play that drives the Boyles. On several occasions they've generously brought in poor laborers from elsewhere in the city for a week or two to work on their garden or home, providing vital employment for those who need it most. With so much history, the Estate District has also seen its share of troubles, as fortunes are made and lost. The great Lord Preston Moray and his eccentric wife Vera were once the toast of Dunwall before tragedy struck and they fell into ruin. Riddled with canals and large homes that enjoy historical preservation tax breaks, the estate district is a place to which we can all aspire. I wonder, is it even possible to take one of those big ones down?
Things are bad.
Or would I have to kill them to do that?
I believe so.
Okay, it seems there's not much left on this side of the street in terms of interesting or useful items. I think he's like huddled in a corner, so I'm not sure if he will ever actually turn. Doesn't look like it. I'll go upstairs just to look around. Go away. He doesn't live here anymore. What's up with all of the shooting? Dreary. And so this is Granny Rax's apartment? Okay, that's just the fireworks, right? No, wait. The fireworks barely make a sound. So someone was shooting. I hope everyone is like alive. Okay, there are some dead people on the other side, but they look like weepers. You know, they look like they've been dead for quite some time. Okay, I can't let him go because the rats are going to eat him alive. Although they might yet eat me alive as well. Okay, does the guy still live? Yes. The old outsider walks amongst us. I feel worried about him. Wow, that's a load of weepers. You swing your sword slightly faster. Once again, not the most useful thing for me specifically. Okay, this is pretty interesting as far as access. Oh, come on. Okay, this guy is okay. Maybe the rats will not find him. Guard quarters key. Neutral zone, try to blend in. Identify which costume your target is wearing. Yeah, but how do I like sheath my weapon? Because that would be a pretty useful thing to know regarding the whole blending in part. Okay, I guess I have to assume that nobody will care that I carry a sword, which is a bit weird. You know, if I carried it in the sheath as a normal person, then I guess nobody would mind. But I literally have my blade brandished, which, you know, doesn't strike me as something that people would welcome at a costume party. I guess I can steal a key and like disable the alarm. Hopefully nobody will Because, you know, once the alarm is inevitably sounded, it might be...
I hope you're not lost, sir. You'll find everything inside. The party's indoors this
Welcome to the Boyle Estate. Most of the guests are inside. Might be best if you joined them.
Cold nights, sir. Warmer indoors.
This is the main entrance, but... What's up with this?
Another party game. It was fun for a season, but now... Oh my, that's wicked. Who made that mask for you? It's exactly like the wanted posters.
That's going to cast a pall over the whole evening. I think I'm starting to enjoy myself.
Okay, if they do recognize it as the one from the wanted posters, then why do they not at least notify the guards to take into consideration the fact that they might actually literally be the guy?
I hear the whole second floor is off limits tonight. Too many guests walking off with their valuables.
Are you going to be playing the Boyle's game?
Okay, I am kind of interested to see what's the difference with this entrance compared to that other entrance.
Welcome, sir. Oh, and we have a game tonight. Esma, Lydia, and Waverly are wearing identical costumes in white, black, and red. You'll have to work out which of your hosts is wearing which color. Good luck.
I'm just doing my job.
Spike grenade housing. Will they object if I take this? No. Sticky grenade, yeah, but the problem is I don't really care about grenades at all. What's this? I guess it's just a side door to the end to the mansion. Okay. Gatehouse key needed. You know what? I am considering taking, because my mana regenerates, right? So if I do this and then just take them down, there's literally no consequence. And the less of the guards are there for later, probably the better. Because I imagine the stealth, you know, is going to be broken at one point or the other. Well, I guess it doesn't regenerate completely, but still. Okay, on the other hand, that was pointless because I assume the actual manor is another map. So this...
I hope you're not lost, sir. You'll find everything inside.
I'm only going to be passing those guards when I exit the mission altogether.
Hello. The Boyles hope you have a wonderful time tonight.
Yeah, Boyle Mansion foyer.
Allow me.
Yeah, so overall that was a bit of a waste. But this episode has been long enough regardless, so I'm going to save and end it for now. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.